Have you ever been betrayed, hurt, or disrespected by someone you trusted? That sting, the one that twists in your chest, makes you want to fight back, doesn't it? Your instinct says, they hurt me, so I'll make them feel the same. But what if I told you that real power doesn't come from revenge, not from anger, not from confrontation, but from something infinitely stronger? The ancient Stoics knew a truth that most people still can't grasp. The greatest revenge is not destruction, it's transformation. It's not about bringing your enemies down, it's about rising so high that they can no longer reach you. Because when you master yourself, no one can master you. Revenge is often seen as payback, a way to balance the scales, to get even. But according to Stoicism, every time you seek retaliation, you chain yourself to the very person who wronged you. You stay stuck in their story instead of writing your own. True power doesn't come from hurting others, it comes from transcending them. Imagine taking all that pain, every betrayal, every insult, and turning it into fuel for your growth. That's the Stoic path. In this message, we'll uncover the timeless Stoic approach to revenge, one that doesn't destroy your peace but rebuilds your power. 1. Indifference is the ultimate power. When someone hurts you, what they crave most is your reaction. They want to see you angry, broken, distracted, because that tells them they still have control. But the moment you stop reacting, you take that control back. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Think about that. The best way to punish those who wronged you is to become everything they're not. Calm instead of chaotic, composed instead of bitter, disciplined instead of petty. When you detach from their drama, you strip them of their power. Let them drown in their own bitterness while you rise in silence. The less you respond, the louder your peace becomes. 2. Success is the greatest silence. Stoics believe that living well is the most elegant revenge. Nothing unsettles your enemies more than seeing you flourish without them. Imagine the person who doubted you, the one who said you'd never make it, watching as you grow, succeed, and thrive. They expected your collapse, but instead, you rise higher than ever. Your calm progress is their disarmament. You don't need to speak. You don't need to prove anything. Your life becomes the statement. Every achievement, every act of self-discipline, every moment of peace, that's your answer. Their negativity becomes meaningless in the face of your evolution. 3. Control what you can. Ignore what you can't. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-Stoic philosopher, taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You can't control what people say, think, or do, but you can control your response. Every time you dwell on past pain, you give your power away. You give them rent-free space in your mind. Take that power back. Redirect it. Channel it into something that makes you stronger, your body, your mind, your craft, your purpose. You can't change the past, but you can change the person you become because of it. That's how Stoics win. Not by controlling others, but by mastering themselves. 4. Master your emotions. Master your life. Anger feels powerful, but it's deceptive. Anger keeps you chained to the past, trapped in a moment that no longer exists. Self-control, on the other hand, is true freedom. Picture this. Someone insults you, spreads rumors, tries to provoke you, and yet you remain still. Calm, unshaken. Your silence cuts deeper than any insult, because when you're unbothered, you're untouchable. The Stoics trained their minds to feel nothing toward those who hurt them. Not hatred, not revenge, nothing. That's strength. The less you care, the freer you become. Every moment spent in anger is a moment stolen from your peace. And your peace is worth more than any victory born of rage. 5. Live so well they become irrelevant. The ultimate revenge isn't revenge at all. It's a life so fulfilling that the people who tried to break you no longer matter. They expected you to crumble, but instead you thrive. They tried to stain your name, but your actions made it shine brighter. When you rise above, they fade into the background, shadows from a past you've already outgrown. That's what the Stoics meant by transcendence. You don't win by fighting them, you win by making them irrelevant. 6. Final thought. Your peace is their defeat. At the end of the day, revenge isn't about them, it's about you. The more peaceful you become, the less their actions matter. And that's when you've truly won. Peace doesn't mean weakness, it means control. It means you've mastered yourself to the point where no one can shake your center. That calmness, that self-assurance, it's the kind of strength no one can fake. So when someone betrays you, remember this. Your greatest comeback isn't anger, it's excellence. Your victory isn't revenge, it's rising so high that their opinions no longer touch you. Because in the end, nothing silences your enemies more than a life lived in purpose, peace, and quiet power. Now tell me, have you ever faced a moment where you wanted revenge? What did you choose instead? Drop your story below. And if this message spoke to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what's coming next will take your Stoic strength to an entirely new level. Stay strong, stay grounded, stay Stoic.